Hello, dear students. Good morning to one and all. This is the class of our alternative English, and the chapter that we are going to cover today is of bicycle. About this chapter, what I mean to say, the topic, the subject that the writer has chosen is a very common one, and that is of day-to-day use in the lower strata of our society nowadays. The topic is bicycle. This story is written by our Das Banwar. He is the writer of this story. Certainly the story is written in Odia, but it has an English version also. And this story is translated into English by Vikram Kesari Das Babu. So the story is served before you in the form of English translation that we have to cover. In this story, we have the three characters that we find in the story, though there are four characters, but out of these four characters, the two are very important, around which the story revolves. The important four characters are, first of all, the grandfather named as Sudhir Babu. The second important character is Tana, the grandson of Sudhir Babu. The third important character is Rajni, the wife of Sudhir Babu. And the fourth important character is Banmali, the master of cycle repairing shop. Well, the story about this cycle, please come and take your seat. Why are you so late? Be seated. This is the story. Thank you. Thank you on this occasion of Happy Teachers Day. I am a bit late. My students are a bit late, so I am again repeating this story to some of our students who are late to make them understand about this story. The story is of bicycle, what you have to study. This bicycle story is written by Das Banwar. It is originally written in Odia, but it has been translated into English. It has the English version and translated by Vikram Kesari Das. So we are studying this English version of the story. The title of this story is Bicycle, a very common one, a very common title. And you will be surprised why this title has been chosen. This title has a significance, and I will discuss you in the later course of our discussion. First of all, In this, to simplify the story, you just keep in your mind that this story has 4 characters, and out of these 4 characters, the 2 are very important around which the story revolves. The focus is laid on 2 important characters upon which the story revolves, anyway, or around which. These 4 characters, what are the 4 characters? The 4 characters are Sudhir Babu, the grandfather, Tana, the grandson, Rajni, the wife of Sudhir Babu, and third one is Banmali, who was the owner of a cycle repairing shop. So, these are the 4 characters, and we will have to rivet our attention on the 2 main characters only. The 2 main characters, that is Sudhir Babu, the grandfather, and Tana. Sudhir Babu was working in a college, he was a college employee, and Tana was his grandson. Sudhir Babu had the habit of writing poetry. He has written so many poems. And what is important about his poetry? All his poems are related to the topic bicycle. Somehow, this way or that way, Sudhir Babu will keep himself in touch with bicycle whenever he is writing the poetry. So, the cycle remains a favorite subject of Sudhir Babu. Okay. Now, some 40 years ago, Sudhir Babu had bought a cycle, and that time India, perhaps India had no manufacturing factory of for the cycles. That cycle what Sudhir Babu had bought was of a British company and the cycle was of Humber company. The feature of that cycle had it has a German bell, a dynamo was also there. So, you can say it is at that time, some 40 years ago, those who can afford the cycle are known as the person belonging to a well-to-do family, because at that time we had no communication and cycle was a matter of great thing. It is at that time. Now, it is the time of Tana. Tana is a 13-year-old boy and he is studying in class 7. Now, let us come to the story. Tana says to his grandfather, Sudhir Babu, that Baba, why have you kept this bicycle? And why are you writing after this bicycle? All your poetry is related to bicycle, 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 bicycle. Oh God, what are you doing with this bicycle? Why don't you throw it up? It is an old one, a rusted one, it is a junked. And moreover, it is covering the place of the veranda in one corner. Well, that bicycle was kept in the one corner of the veranda, but whatever be the case, it has covered some of the place. It is a rusted one. It is in wear and tear condition. Not a single part of the bicycle was in work. When the boy Tana complains Sudhir Babu that why are you writing always about your cycle, bicycle? I am something fed up with this of your terms bicycle in your writing. It is a repetition, and the repetition is quite not a good thing. This comment made Sudhir Babu something upset. But he took the thing lightly. He thought that the boy is a teenager and he has made such a comment. Might be it is the effect of the generation. That is why he has told me. Anyway, when in the evening he went on writing again poetry over this bicycle, he recalls the saying of Tana and went to that bicycle just to have a look of that bicycle. The bicycle was totally in the wear and tear condition. The cobwebs were there. Thick rusts had covered the rod, covered the cycle. The colors of the cycle were getting off. The tires were torn. Well, taking all into account, you say that it is just like a garbage, a junk. Better to sold out or to thrown out. Thereafter, the reminiscence starts, the reminiscence of Sudhir Babu about this cycle. When I say reminiscent or reminiscence means matter of past, recalling your past story. It is a flashback system in the story. The flashback starts. The cycle recalls 3 important incidents of Sudhir Babu's life. What are the 3 important incidents of related to this bicycle in the life of Sudhir Babu? Are number 1, the incident related to his wife Rajni and her labor pain. The second incident was related to a picnic with his friends in the forest, and what role of cycle had there in the forest is the important thing. And the third, the accident that actually had taken place after the retirement of Sudhir Babu while he was riding that cycle. So, 3 important incidents are recollected into the mind of Sudhir Babu. This is what I say reminiscent. Okay. Besides these 3 incidents, he is taking this cycle as his partner, as his friend, as his life. Because Sudhir Babu and cycle goes side by side. Sudhir Babu and cycle are not the 2 separate things, they are the one. Because the friendship was so close between the 2. The cycle is never treated as non-living thing, inanimate object. It is all the time for Sudhir Babu a living object. That is why he is paying so much respect to his bicycle. he was very thankful to his bicycle, and so many obligations he is recalling what the bicycle has thrusted upon him. The bicycle has done so many obligations, so many benevolent works in the life of Sudhir Babu. That is why he is considering the bicycle as his life. Now the three incidents, what Sudhir Babu is narrating here in the story is, when he was married to Rajni and Rajni was conceived with a baby. Naturally, after 9 months, the lady gives a birth to a baby. The doctor has set the date that on so and so date we are expecting that the baby will come out. But prior to the set date, 2 weeks prior, labor pain starts. The labor pain of Rajni starts in the night, 2 weeks before the date what the doctor has given. And there was no rickshaw available at that time, no communication was available at that time, no ambulance was at that time. Perhaps you will be surprised by thinking it is in our days also we have seen that no communication were there. I have seen some of the places where there even in my time that no communication were there, no ambulance was available, no rickshaw was available at that time. A motorcycle, not to talk of motorcycle, what to talk of motorcycle, even rickshaw was not available at that time. So cycle was a matter of great pride at that time, a great thing at that time. Now in your days, these are all, you will think that it is an imaginary thing. When I say bullock cart, Bailgari, you will think that what the sir is telling to us, what is this Bailgari, what is this bullock cart, because you have not seen it. When I say tum-tum, you will laugh at me that what the sir is telling, because you have not seen, we have witnessed it. So at that time, since there was no rickshaw, no ambulance, he took his bicycle, and on the bicycle he took his wife Rajni to the hospital, and successfully the boy was delivered. The son Sudhir Babu was blessed with a son in the hospital. It is with the help of the bicycle. In the night, the bicycle was of such a great help to Sudhir Babu. So Sudhir Babu was thankful to this bicycle. Okay. Second incident, he is recalling, Sudhir Babu is recalling that on an occasion, all his friends, the friend circles of Sudhir Babu had gone on a picnic to some 7 to 8 kilometers away from his house in the forest. And they were preparing the meal, lunch, or you may say whatever be the case, dinner. They were preparing the meal there. But it went, darkness started prevailing the atmosphere, and they had not taken the meal so far. They had, of course, they had taken the Petromax with them, but the Petromax was not working there. Simply whenever they tried to light it, there was a sound and it was defect one. It was not working proper. It was not at all working The Petromax was a failed one. It is at that time one of his friends recalls, oh, Sudhir had a cycle, Sudhir has a cycle and it has a dynamo. Run the wheel of the cycle, the dynamo will give a light. And they did so. They got the light, and in this light they took their meal and came back. The whole of the way Sudhir Babu was leading the team with his bicycle with a light. So it was very convenient one. So Sudhir Babu is very much thankful to his bicycle. The third one, after his retirement also, every household work was done by Sudhir Babu with the help of the bicycle. The son of Sudhir Babu had never made any comment, had never said to his father that, father, this bicycle is an old one and it should be thrown out from the houses, because he was knowing very well that my father is very much emotionally connected, emotionally attached to this bicycle. It is the sentiment of my father. He was respecting the sentiment of his father. That is why he had never told. But the grandson is grandson. He was a child after all, a teenager. He was not taking this emotional attachment seriously, and neither he was aware of all these things. The third incident what I was narrating, one day Sudhir Babu was riding the bicycle and suddenly he heard reels. The vision blurs and he collided against the electric pole. The pole was there and he dashed against that pole with the bicycle, and it was an accident. People came and took him to the safe place, maybe hospital or in the house. Since then, the cycle was deserted. The son of Sudhir Babu told him, father, leave it, and no need to ride the bicycle because your age is there. You are an old one. This cycle has also become an old one, and leave this riding bicycle. Okay, since then the bicycle is kept in one corner of the veranda. Well, these are the three important things that he was recalling. And how can I leave this bicycle? How can I forget this obligation what the bicycle has done to me? It is quite impossible. So he decided, Sudhir Babu decided to change the bicycle, to change the condition of the bicycle, not to total bicycle will be changed, to bring a new change, a new look to the bicycle. So he took the bicycle to the shop of Banmali, and Banmali gave a new Banmali changed the parts of the bicycle, and the bicycle became a new one. What we say, it is a metamorphosis. The cycle became so attractive because every parts are changed with a new one. It was replaced with a new one, and this metamorphosis of the cycle made Sudhir Babu glad. He was elated to look at this bicycle, the changed bicycle, and he paid whatever Banmali had told him to pay. He paid the amount to Banmali and took the bicycle once back to his house. When the grandson Tana looks at the bicycle, oh Baba, what a change! What a wonderful bicycle it has become. The two bicycles were there. One bicycle was of Sudhir Babu, the old fashioned one. The second bicycle was of Tana, a new modern bicycle with a gear, with a new system, new look, new bicycle with a gear system. So, Tana had made a comment, because earlier in the beginning part of the story, Tana had made a comment to Sudhir Babu, to his grandfather, that yours is an old one, mine is a new one. So, mine is a modern cycle, yours is an old one. Now, when the changed look of the bicycle comes before him, Tana becomes very attractive to this bicycle and says, Baba, I will ride this bicycle. Your bicycle is so attractive. And Tana took this bicycle, went on the road, riding with the road. This is what the story is. Sudhir Babu is thinking with a puffing heart. He was very happy that today I have returned the obligation of the bicycle, because the bicycle was also accusing me because of his negligence. The bicycle was neglected by me. That is why the bicycle was abusing me, accusing me that how thankless this man is. It has taken a service of long 40 years to me, and thereafter he has rejected me to a corner, left me to a corner in a wear and tear heavy condition. Now I am thankful to this bicycle that I have brought a change in the bicycle. The bicycle has got a new life. This is what the story is. So, you must not become a thankless for the things what you have in your houses. Okay? Be very thankful to one and everything in your life. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. And it's a Teacher's Day. Today is Teacher's Day. So, may God bestow all his treasures upon you, the happiness and prosperity, the treasures of happiness and prosperity. May God bestow upon you on this eve of Teacher's Day. This is what my blessing is for you. Thank you. Okay.